2 days ago, a federal judge threw out the rule I am about to walk you through. That sounds like the end of the story. Stay with me because it is not even the middle of the story. The rule was the federal government's new formula for funding permanent housing for people coming off the street. The National Alliance to End Homelessness estimated that at least 97,000 people living in that housing right now were at risk of losing it. Not shelter beds, apartments people already live in, with leases and keys and neighbors. Today I am counting down the 8 changes inside that rule. 7 of them are money mechanics that a court ruling or a spending bill can undo. Number 1 is not money at all, and no court has touched it. Welcome to the world of Eve Pacific. I'm your guide to creating an abundance of affordable housing, Noble Woods III. A continuum of care is the body in each region that ranks and runs homeless housing programs. Last year, 90% of that renewal money was protected, and it is about to become 60. Number 8, this rule has already died twice, and it keeps coming back. In November of last year, HUD published its first overhaul. On December 8th, HUD withdrew the notice. 11 days later, HUD posted a revised version. 4 days after that, a judge blocked both versions. Then on June 1st, HUD issued a brand new notice for 2026. On August 7th, the same court threw out the 2026 notice too. 3 funding notices, 1 withdrawal, 1 injunction, 2 rulings striking them down. And the policy is still standing. That is not a program you can underwrite. That is weather. Number 7, the bonus cap and where $92 million goes. Every year, communities can apply for bonus funding. The new notice caps that bonus at $5 million per community. The floor went up for hundreds of small communities by thousands of dollars each, and the ceiling came down on a few dozen large ones by millions each. Whether you call that equity or call that a cut depends on where you stand. It is the small version of a much bigger reallocation. Number 6, local leaders now have to rank which of their own working programs die. Every continuum of care must submit a priority listing to HUD. Under the new structure, at least 40% of existing renewal funding falls below that line. The people who run your region's homeless response have to rank the veterans' housing program against the domestic violence program. HUD does not pick the losers, the community does, with its own signature on the ranking sheet. It is how you allocate a shortage while distributing the blame. Number 5, what a renewal cliff does to a building that is already running. A supportive housing building is a physical operation with payroll and insurance. Real San Diego conversions run $17,000 to $20,000 per unit per year to operate against tenant rent of a few $100s. When a renewal is not funded, the income stops and the costs do not. Pull the renewal and you have put the whole financing structure out of compliance. In San Diego, more than $40 million a year of this funding is at risk. That is a building full of people waiting on a ranking sheet. Number 4, the communities with the most homelessness lose the most. The bonus cap takes millions from the largest systems. HUD is now competing 40% of renewal demand on the basis of merit between geographic areas. These communities contain 322,000 people experiencing homelessness, 43% of everyone without a home in this country. HUD argues that automatic renewal protects weak programs, but tie funding to competition between geographies and you risk moving money away from the very concentrations of need the program exists to address. Number 3, what actually happens to the tenant? Picture a resident, a veteran in his 60s, disability income of $1,234. He pays $356 in rent. Now the subsidy vanishes. Full rent is now $1,846 against his $1,234 of income. That math has one ending, a non-payment case. There is no automatic voucher. Some tenants get absorbed, some do not. The mechanism underneath is a lease with the income removed, multiplied by every unit below the ranking line. Number 2, the 90 to 60 mechanism. HUD protected 90% of renewal demand in 2024. The new notice sets it at 60%, but the total pot did not shrink. It grew from $3.5 billion to $4 billion. HUD did not cut this program. HUD redirected it. Nobody defunded homeless assistance. The money was rerouted from housing that exists to programs that do not yet exist and from permanence toward treatment. The real story was never arithmetic, it was philosophy. Number 1, the money changed its mind about what it is for. For 2 decades, federal policy ran on housing first. In July of last year, the White House signed an executive order prioritizing camping bans and ending federal support for housing first. The courts ruled on the paperwork. No court has ruled on the philosophy, and the executive order stands untouched. As long as that order stands, the next version will simply arrive with its paperwork in order. I know exactly what treatment is worth, and I also know you do not get sober on a sidewalk. Stability is what makes recovery possible. What does a builder do with all of this? Our base case assumes tenant rent and state disability income only. 2 months later, the federal government's largest homelessness program hit exactly the cliff we modeled around. That is what underwriting discipline is for. Go to elysianshores.com and donate. Every dollar goes toward permanent supportive housing designed to survive exactly this kind of policy swing. Subscribe, because this story is still moving. Until next time, keep innovating, keep adapting, and above all, keep evolving.